to our team, and he's a guy who comes in very productive for us, so it's awesome having him back. He's a veteran in our locker room, so super excited for him.
Did you keep in touch with him while he was away?
Yeah, I kept touching him a little bit during the offseason, so he's just a great guy. He's a great player. He's an OG. He's been in this league for a while, so having him just adds a lot of value to our defense, to our team.
So it's no surprise then that he was signed back.
Yeah. I mean, it's like I said, it's awesome having him back.
Nice to have. How important is it to have somebody like that that understands the role and willing to kind of do whatever for the team?
Yeah, I mean, it's important to have selfless guys like that, because ultimately, if you got a bunch of selfless guys on a team, that makes a great team. And he's someone who knows the system because he was here last year, so having him come back, is big for us.
Nice to have a guy like that, especially, like maybe if you or PJ have to take a break or take a breather, then he can come in and continue with what you guys do out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Just like I said, he's someone who knows our system, and he's been in this league for a while, so he knows the game. And so having guys like him and Nick be able to come in and make a lot of plays for us is going to be huge, just like last year. So I'm just very excited for it.
Was last night as feisty as you've maybe seen some of those one-on-ones get?
It was me. It was very feisty, but it makes us better. Competition makes us better, and that's one thing Coach T just loves to see. He loves to see us getting after it. Loves to see the competition. And so ultimately, it's iron on iron, and it just makes us better. But it definitely got feisty last night. It was cool to see.
How has Cam been for you personally, just as a whole?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it's been a good camp so far. Feeling good. Going to year 5 now. It's crazy. It's like every year goes by faster and faster, and so our body feels well, and so. I just think it's been a good camp so far. Just got to keep building.
You and how much of that chippiness last night is trickled down from Mike and chirping that he likes to do when you guys carry your pads as he likes to do?
Yeah, I mean that's just a drill, that gets chippy because it's one-on-one, and it's the back is about getting past the guy that you're going against and get to the quarterback, and so I think it gets chippy just because of the nature of the drill. But everything we do is about competition. That's something that he wants us to be competitors because ultimately this game is the biggest competitors league, and so he just wants us during this training camp time to be able to build that in us.
Did he say anything to you guys before that, or was it just kind of happen naturally?
It happens naturally. I mean, like football's an emotional game, and so things happen at times, but like I said, it just makes us better.
You and Darnell seem to have a bit of a rivalry going on right now. How has he improved from last year as a blocker with you guys matching up all the time?
Yeah, he's definitely shown a lot of improvement. He's going to be huge for us this year when it comes to point of attack blocking in the run game and also making catches in the red zone and just wherever in the field. But he's a guy that's going to be huge for us, and so it's been awesome to be able to go against him. See him getting better and better every day.
How's he making you better as a competitor with the things maybe you're able to learn from? He's a uniquely tall guy.
Yeah, I mean, he's a big tight end, probably one of the biggest in the league, and so going against him, helps me because I'm able to work, power moves against him and stuff like that. And so being able to go against guys like that, just like I said, it's just the iron is sharpening iron.
Hey, how important is Nick Herbig on the position? Because the depth of the rushers.
Yeah, he's huge. Nick's been getting better and better every day, and so I'm just excited to see what he does this year and year 2. Everyone knows, he came in and made a lot of plays for us last year. He's going to do the same this year, and so I think it's just so important. And I love the depth that we have in our room.
Alex, some of that chippiness, maybe a little extra intensity that you're seeing from the offense this year?
I mean, I think just overall, it's just going back to the competition part. It's an emotional game, and so just having those drills really just it brings out the emotions in all of us, and it brings out that competitive nature in all of us. And so that's why Mike T has us doing those drills because of to bring out that competitive nature within us.
What did we learn from Jeff?
Defense as a whole last year, you guys were 6th best in scoring. Is there other areas you feel like you guys can take even another stride forward and become even more of kind of a lockdown?
Yeah, I mean, we want to be the best in every area, and so whatever areas that we were not the best in, we want to continue to get better in that area. And so I think for us, it's just about being physical, playing fast, playing smart, having good communication, and just being consistent. I think that's one thing that we can take a step in is being more consistent this year. And so I just like where we're going so far as a defense.
What are areas where you can get better? Just kind of being better and being around this a couple times. Where else can you improve heading into this year?
Yeah, for me, just being more consistent. With my production, I feel like, and also just continuing to get better just throughout this camp and I continue to find my moves, and so I think for me, coming to year 5, I feel like I'm more of a leader now, and so just continue to use my voice and help these younger guys be the best versions of themselves.
What have you learned from Justin going against him in 7 shots and then some of these team plays?
Yeah, I mean, he's fast, that's for sure. But he's been balling so far, and so I'm just excited to see the way that he can get better every day. Like I said, about him being fast, I took a bad angle on him on like a read option play, and he got outside before a touchdown. So he's a guy that he's very unique in his talents, and so he's going to be a huge asset for us.
Is that the one where he threw up the peace sign to you guys as he went into the end zone?
Might have been, I can't remember that.
As part of the linebacker position, the inside linebacker Patrick Queen right now, he moved the defense so fast. How does he help in defense?
I mean, he helps so much. He's a guy who's a veteran in this league now. He's year 5 as well, and so he's a baller. So just having him is just huge for our defense. He brings a lot of sharpness to our defense, and he brings a lot of energy and juice to our defense. And so we're just excited to have him as part of our defense, and now on our team instead of against our rivals.
Going back to some of the questions about Fields, I mean, you guys have a lot of mobile quarterbacks in the division, and you see Jalen Hurts this year. Is there some silver lining to seeing him, or some advantage to seeing him so much in the team setting?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Just like you said, we play a lot of QB mobility just throughout the year, especially in the division. So I think it's just going to help us overall as a defense going against him every single day.
For you, is there anything that you need to improve on during the offseason? Is it about like adding maybe another move to your repertoire, or is it more about like fine-tuning the pass first moves that you have in your
Just really fine-tuning and adding a couple, but more it's just fine-tuning and just getting bigger, stronger, and faster throughout the offseason.
Did you notice any difference in like how offensive tackles were playing you throughout the season last year at all?
Yeah, I mean, I know something, for me, it's like, I've always, pulled out my spin move a lot of guys, and so I see different tackles adjusting that in different ways, and so just trying to figure out different ways to throw that at guys, and so, but also just refine the moves that I already have.
Thanks, Alex.